Hi there, this is Sags We're on Women, brought to you courtesy of WrongThinkRadio.com. Today we're going to travel back to make-believe land and talk about mansplaining again and why it is that men are constantly interrupting women. Now, I try not to speak on behalf of men because I'm not a man. So as a woman, I'll tell you ladies why it is that I will interrupt you from time to time. Because I do. Now, I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's good manners. In fact, it's quite the opposite, but let's face it. I do this from time to time. Here's why I interrupt women. I interrupt women that I care about with questions when they're telling stories that I'm genuinely interested in. And why do I do this? Because I want all of the details, okay? I want the details, again, because I care. Now, I will also interrupt with questions if a woman is telling me something and I don't understand what the fuck it is she's trying to say. Okay? She could be beating around the bush. She could be completely off topic and back to the topic and then off topic again. It doesn't matter what she's doing. She's not getting to the point. Okay? I will interrupt with questions to try to hopefully get her to get to the point sooner than later. Now, I also interrupt women that I'm becoming newly acquainted with. And why do I do this? To drive the conversation so I'm not stuck listening to a woman sitting there talking about things that I have no interest in. I don't care about your shoes. I don't care about your purse. I don't care about your clothes. I don't care about your hair. And I don't care about your makeup. Okay? In fact, there's a lot of things that women talk about that I'm not interested in hearing about. So yes, if I'm newly acquainted with you and I'm stuck sitting next to you, I will ask questions to drive the conversation so we can at least find something in common to talk about, because I'm not going to sit there and listen to you go on and on about stuff that I don't care about. Now, there's another type of woman out there that I interrupt on purpose, okay? I do this on purpose. And this is the woman who only thinks about what she's going to say next when I'm talking. After sitting there listening to her go on and on and on about whatever it is she feels like talking about, I will have had enough at some point and will begin to share a story. Okay? Now, I can tell she's checked out about halfway through this because of the look on her face, and she proves it too the minute I stop talking. And when I say I stop talking, I don't mean I stopped because I was finished talking. I don't mean I stopped because I had to cough. I don't mean I stopped because I had to sneeze. I mean I paused for a tenth of a second to take a fucking breath, only to have her blurt out whatever she was thinking about. Usually herself. And another stupid thing that I don't care to hear about. Okay? When women do this, I will purposely interrupt them to bring them back into the conversation. Now, that may seem hypocritical because I just said that I interrupt women with questions to drive conversations if I don't care about what they say. Keep this in mind. I will cut the conversation short because I don't expect her to hang on my every word, nor do I expect her to listen to me. But I will do this to prove a point that she's not going to get away with interrupting me. These are the types of women that are constantly accusing other people of interrupting them, never realizing for a split second that they interrupted first. Okay? These women are serial interrupters. They only think about themselves and what it is they want to talk about, which again is usually themselves. So yes, those are a few reasons why I interrupt women. Again, I'm not saying it's right, but it happens. Now, I want to talk about well actually really quick, because a lot of women claim that men have to say well actually before they go on to mansplain. Okay, ladies. Let's explain why, at least in my opinion, this happens. You see, women are very passionate about things, and I love that about women, okay? I love that about people in general, because I love passionate people. So long as you realize that just because you're passionate about something doesn't mean you're a fucking expert on the topic. See, women tend to get passionate about things, and the minute they become interested in it, they automatically believe that they know everything about it, and they get up on their soapboxes to tell the world their newfound knowledge. Now, I've seen a lot of instances of well actuallys, and when that happens, it's usually because the woman said something wrong, and she's being corrected. Yeah, she's being corrected because she said something wrong. You know the saying, ladies, what you know just ain't so? Okay, if someone's correcting you, you said something wrong. Maybe instead of accusing a man who does it of mansplaining and acting like he's such an asshole, Be appreciative. Maybe he's helping you learn a little more so the next time you get up and start spouting and shouting from your soapbox, you don't sound like an idiot. Okay? It's that simple. They're doing this so you don't sound stupid. Now, are there men that interrupt just to interrupt? Of course. Just like there are women who interrupt just to interrupt. It happens. It's not the end of the world. No one's died from it. And if any of you out there listening to this say, I have never interrupted a person in my life, well, all I got to say is you've obviously never had a beer either. It's not the end of the world. And that's that. If you enjoyed this, please be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Share it with your friends. If you want more hard-hitting content from the right side of things, check out wrongthinkradio.com. I am Sag Novotny, and this is my war on women.